Hello. Thank you for allowing me to address this committee. My name is Jennifer Milbourne, and I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator for Abortion Survivors Network, the only organization that serves the survivors of abortion and their families. This legislation would prohibit the application of laws that authorizes civil action against persons or entities who seek, perform, induce, aid, or abets the performance of an abortion contrary to the interests of the citizens of California. I believe that abortion is not in the best interest of the state of California and its citizens, both born and unborn. I speak about this with specific authority because I am the victim of a failed abortion. Data repeatedly shows that abortion harms the unborn children by terminating their life, stopping a viable heartbeat, and the mothers of those unborn children who often suffer visible and invisible scars for the rest of their lives. Abortion is not health care. And when I hear a statement that abortion is health care, I argue the only reason that I'm alive today is because of the failed health care my biological mom received. The abortion doctor failed to complete the abortion procedure. Now, doesn't that sound strange? A life was saved because a doctor failed. Usually when a doctor fails, someone dies. Just think about that. I was much further along in gestational age than was anticipated. And despite statements made by the abortion industry, abortions regularly are performed on babies that are much farther along than estimated, which can cross the line of viability. I was not a disease that needed to be treated. I'm a human being. And how can something be considered health care when the desired outcome is that a heartbeat is stopped? Now, I don't wish to criminalize women that seek abortions. However, I would argue that California has an interest in providing better outcomes for women and their unborn children. This bill will have the consequence, perhaps intended, of making California a destination of abortion, as states across the country recognize the will of the people and the sacredness of life at all stages. The abortion industry in the state of California will collaborate to exploit vulnerable women and extinguish the lives of preborn infants. You must uphold the California Constitution, which states all people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights. Among these are enjoying and defending life and liberty. How can a right to an abortion supersede my own right to live? Thank you.
Thank you. Next witness, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. My name is Brigette Blair. I am the former CEO of Hollister Pregnancy Center and the Northern California Regional Director for the Silent No More Awareness Campaign. I have had 3 first trimester Section D and C abortions. At the age of 14, I became pregnant. I was naive and immature, a child. I went to Planned Parenthood to have an abortion, and with no questions asked, I was signed up for emergency Medi-Cal and had a free abortion without my parents' consent or knowledge. During the section abortion, I saw the collection bottle filled with the blood and parts of my baby. I was traumatized. After the abortion, I spiraled into drug and alcohol abuse. I became pregnant again at the age of 16. The pain and shame I carried compounded when I found myself back at the clinic a second time. I became depressed and began struggling in school. I cut classes and had to go to a local junior college to earn extra credits to graduate from high school. When I found myself pregnant a third time, I went to the clinic an emotional wreck. I was emotionally fragile and unstable. I felt hopeless. I did not receive an assessment regarding my emotional health, nor was I offered any type of pregnancy outcome options. On the medical table, I was crying. I was vulnerable on my back. My feet were in the stirrups, and the nurse looked down at me and said, "You do not want to do this, do you?" I said no. The nurse said, "It will be over soon." I was in visible emotional distress, yet the clinic performed the abortion, even though I said no before the procedure began. They denied my right to choose. They denied my right to change my mind. AB 1666 won't protect women. The only people AB 1666 will protect are abortionists, rapists, and human traffickers who have violated other state laws protecting women. AB 166 will refuse to recognize valid judgments in California for abortion malpractice committed in other states against such victimizers. Ignoring those judgments will victimize women a second time. For these reasons, I urge you to vote no on AB 1666. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there other witnesses in support or opposition here? Just your name, position on the bill, and organization if you represent one.
Susan Arnall. I'm an attorney with the Right to Life League, America's first pro-life organization. We oppose AB 1666.
Thank you.